We'll now proceed to the next startup who's pitching, and that is PawnHero from Philippines.
Hello everyone, my name is David. I'm co-founder and chairman of PawnHero. McKinsey recently did a study, and it was revealed that half of the world is unbanked. What does it mean? It's 2.5 million people who don't have a bank account. They can't apply for a loan. And usually households without a bank account save less, which hurts their ability to invest in healthcare and education. So what do people do if they don't have a bank account? If they don't have access to affordable credit? The answer is pawn shops. Pawn shops have been growing over the last couple of years and serve as primary source of credit for the base of the pyramid emerging market consumers. We're in the Philippines, where there are more pawn shops than banks. Let's look at the problems. Pawn shops charge extremely high interest rates, 6 to 10% a month. Also, most of the pawn shops only accept jewelry, not your personal gadgets. And usually the valuation is quite low. Also, going to a pawn shop can get very time consuming. Most of the pawn shops only give you a loan for 30 days, but then most of the Filipinos go back and forward to renew the loan 4 times. So it's very time consuming. Next year, more than 40% of all people in Southeast Asia will have access to the internet. It's a massive opportunity, since now even the unbanked will have access to the internet. So we asked ourselves, what can we do with technology to solve these problems? So what we did is, we built PawnHero, the first online pawn shop in Southeast Asia, which will solve the problem of expensive credit for the base of the pyramid emerging market consumers. We turn every single cell phone into a pawn shop. We provide an easy, fair, and convenient way for people to overcome short-term cash problems. Let's look at the differences. We don't invest and maintain in physical stores. That means we have a much lower cost structure, which allows us to charge half of the interest what traditional pawn shops charge. Also, since we don't invest and maintain physical branches, we have one centralized location where we combine all our knowledge, which allows us to give a much higher valuation because we understand the items much better than a traditional pawn shop. We also use technology to help us to test the items, see if they're authentic, which also allows us to give a higher valuation. And since it's online, it's very convenient. It's easy accessible. We're not subject to some open hours or whatsoever. Let's look at our product. In the Philippines, there's currently 27 million smartphones. By the end of the year, it's going to be 40 million. So we built the product for mobile first. The way it works is, people upload pictures of the items. They describe the item, and then they indicate the desired loan duration. We allow people to get a loan for up to 1 year. We then have industry-leading experts who work in the industry. We have gemologists. We also have the former general manager of the biggest pawn shop chain in the world in our team. And we give you an estimate. If the customer likes our offer, we can schedule a free and fully insured pickup from the comfort of the home. The time-consuming, embarrassing part of going to a pawn shop is the task. Simply go online. Once the customer pays back the loan, again, we ship back the item, again, fully insured and free of shipping costs. PawnHero doesn't stop here. We want to empower financial inclusion. Every customer gets a free debit card, which allows the customer to withdraw the money from any ATM. We built a platform to pay bills such as electricity, water, where people usually would need to go to a store, they're faced with costs and so forth. The card can also be used to buy prepaid load, and soon we're launching a remittances business, which will disrupt the multi-billion-dollar remittances business. Remittances is about 10% of GDP in the Philippines. And the costs are usually 7 to 10%, so customer losing a lot of money here. What we do is we will be charging less than $1 per transaction, no matter how much money you will be sending. This is the team who is making it happen. We have received initial funding from Filipino tech investor Nix Noledo. We also backed by the second biggest, or one of the largest logistics companies in the Philippines, to provide us with 900 access points. And we're currently raising another round where we got already support from 500 startups, IMJ, and we're looking for more investors to join our exciting journey. We launched 4 months ago, and we have had significant traction. Today I announced that we are soon launching in Vietnam, and that this is just the beginning. Thank you.
Thank you. The judges will now have 4 minutes to ask any questions.
Do you think there's a lot of cultural articulation that's required to when you said you launched in Vietnam, or you're going to launch in Vietnam?
Yeah.
Will you heavily have to localize for the cultural articulations involved with the pawn culture in Vietnam?
Yeah, definitely. The reason why we launched in the Philippines, it's really embedded in the culture. 72% of the population went to a pawn shop before, and thousands of people are doing it in the Philippines. So of course, yes, we have to localize. More questions? Good. Thank you.
Thank you, judges.